We will pick you up right at your doorstep. Book a ride in seconds. Safe, fast and affordable. Visit www.supercab.com.ng or download the Supercab app today. Supercab, your ride, your way.
Good evening and welcome to News at 9 p.m. on Som TV. I'm Bridget James, broadcasting from Jalingo. This is the Pulse of the Nation. Follow us on Facebook at Som TV and stream live on YouTube at Som TV Live. Here are the major headlines. ECOWAS Bank of Investment and Development approves $308.63 million for clean energy and industrial projects across West Africa, including initiatives in Taraba State. His Royal Highness Pang Sangpui of Lao local government urges federal government to be decisive as Nigeria marks 65th independence anniversary. Sarah Mulali appointed first female Archbishop of Canterbury and the head of Church of England. International news. At least 49 Palestinians killed in Israeli strike in Gaza. Global protests follow. Business news. Nigeria spent $2.86 billion on external debt servicing in the face Naira strengthening value. Entertainment news. Tubaba dismisses false arrest rumor about his marriage as Nollywood mourns the passing of veteran actor Duro Michael at 67. Sport news. Team Nigeria competes in 2025 Africa Aquatic Zone 2 Championship in Accra, Ghana. And now the news in full. The ECOWAS Bank for Investment and Development has approved $308.63 million to support clean energy, industrial development, and sustainable growth across West Africa. Announced at the bank's 93rd Ordinary Section in Lomé, Togo, the funding includes $98.18 million for a 50-megawatt solar power plant in Taraba State, Nigeria, expected to provide electricity to around 390,000 people, improve reliability for 200 public institutions, and create 450 direct jobs, plus 1,200 to 1,500 indirect roles. Taraba will also host a $79.22 million rice processing and 10,000 hectares irrigation project. A $91.23 million industrial park, and a $40 million trade credit for Vista Bank, Guinea. The Adamawa State Command of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency has recorded a significant breakthrough in its ongoing crackdown on drug trafficking and abuse, arresting 58 suspected drug offenders and seizing over 570 kilograms of illicit substances in September alone. Our correspondent, Ojoma Yusuf, completes the story.
Addressing journalists in Yola, the state's commander, Barrister Aliyu Abubakar, outlined the results of the command intensified efforts, which include arrests, drug seizures, destructions of cannabis farms, and rehabilitation of drug users across the states. According to Abubakar, the suspects comprises of 56 male and 2 female, arrested in various operations during the month. He also added that NDLEA has confiscated cannabis sativa and substances, while 7 hectares of cannabis plantation were destroyed.
Pursuit to dismantle drug trafficking network and apprehend perpetrators, the command recorded significant success in September 2025. Total arrests of persons The command arrested 58 drug suspects, with 56 of them males, 2 females. Seizures for the month of September 2025. Adamawa State Command of NDLEA have seized a total of 366.808 kilograms of cannabis sativa in the month of September 2025, 209 kilograms of psychotropic substances, otherwise known as tramadol, 11.6 kilograms of various other substances ranging from methamphetamine, Exol 5.
Interviewing one of the suspects, she narrated that she was innocently brought in by her elder brother.
I was sent by my brother, so he said I should call to my brother for him. So my brother was in the farm, so I had to wait for him till he come back.
The NDLEA boss called on residents of Adamawa State to assist the agency by reporting suspicious drug-related activities, assuring that all information shared will be treated with strict confidentiality. Ojama Yusuf, Som TV News, Yola.
His Royal Highness Kwang Sangwe, in person of Pastor Hanil Bansi of Lao Local Government, has urged the federal government to be decisive as Nigeria marks its 65th independence anniversary. He lamented that many leaders prioritize personal interest over citizens' welfare and allow foreign influence to dictate Nigerians' development. Highlighting Nigerians' bid for a United Nations Security Council seat, he praised Vice President Kashim Shettima's presentation, describing Nigeria as invisible and capable of progress. He stressed that leaders must focus on national development. He also commended Taraba State Governor Agbo Kefers for achievements in education, agriculture, aviation, and infrastructure, urging citizens to support the administration and pray for Deputy Governor Aminu Abdullahi Alkali. Sarah Mulali has been appointed the first female Archbishop of Canterbury, becoming the head of Church of England and ceremonial leaders of 85 million Anglican worldwide. Her appointment has drawn criticism from conservative Anglicans, especially in Africa, who oppose women bishops. In her first address at Canterbury Cathedral, Mulali condemned historic sexual abuse scandals, anti-Semitism, and emphasized fostering unity, transparency, and safeguarding within the church. A former nurse and Bishop of London, she has championed liberal causes, including same-sex marriage. Prime Minister Keir Starmer and King Charles formally endorsed her appointment, highlighting her pivotal role in national and religious life. The International Association of World Peace Advocates has appointed Edo State Governor Monday Okpelo, Deputy Governor Right Honorable Dennis Idosa, and the Chief of Staff Honorable Gani Audu as a eminent peace ambassador. The appointment announced by IAWPA International spokesman Ambassador Emmanuel Mpeke recognized their efforts in promoting peace, tolerance, and sustainable development in Edo State. IAWPA also declared Edo State as its South-South regional headquarters, aiming to ensure a peaceful 2027 election and advance United Nations Sustainable Development Goals locally. The association called on stakeholders to support these leaders in fostering peace and stability across the region. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has reaffirmed his administration's commitment to developing a sustainable blue economy, emphasizing the state's waterways as a platform for innovation, growth, and long-term prosperity. Speaking at the African Blue Economy Summit, Lagos 2025 at Azuri Tower, Eco Atlantic City, He highlighted the E1 Lagos GP Championship as an opportunity to foster climate change ecosystem, nurture leaders in economy, entertainment, innovation, and technology, and also create dynamic environments. Sanwo-Olu stressed that Lagos investment in water transport, maritime infrastructure, and climate adaptation position the state to lead Africa in sustainable marine development. Lagos State will host the 2025 LASOJ conference on October 7th at Lagos Oriental Hotel, Victoria Island, on the theme Occupational Safety and Health as a Catalyst for Nation Building. Organized by the Lagos State Safety Commission, the summit brings together global leaders, policy makers, and industry experts to address urbanization, industrial hazards, and population growth challenges. The highlight includes Governor Sanwo-Olu's address, a keynote on OSH for sustainable development, and a policy dialogue by Dr. Olasopo Olusi. International representatives and major corporations will share best practices, aiming to strengthen legislation, improve workplace safety, enhance emergency preparedness, and boost economic productivity across Lagos. The Abuja-Kaduna train service resumed operation on October 2nd, 2025, following thorough safety inspections and staff training by the Nigerian Railway Corporation. The inaugural trip from Idu Station, Abuja to Rigasa Station, Kaduna, and back was joined by NRC Managing Director Dr. Kayode Okpefa, who reassured passengers of improved safety and reliability. Dr. Okpefa credited President Tinubu's administration for rail infrastructure investments and outlined plans to modernize NRC operations, expand routes, rehabilitate rolling stock, and enhance customer service. Security measures have been strengthened with the NRC aiming to provide a world-class passenger-friendly rail system to boost national development. Adamawa State Police Command has arrested 72 suspects and recovered firearms along with 25 Rosto cattle across the state. The seized weapons include AK-47 rifle, locally made pistol, and 111 rounds of ammunition. Commissioner of Police CP Morris Dankwambo, he stated that 7 vehicles and the cattle were returned to their owners. Of the suspects, 57 have been charged to court, while 15 remains under investigations for offenses including armed robbery, homicides, rape, theft, gang-related crimes, and abduction. 2 women were also arrested for child trafficking, with 18 children rescued safely, including 5 from Maiduguri to Adamawa. Police continue efforts to apprehend remaining suspects. Police in Akwa Ibom State have arrested 2 suspected cultists, Joshua Benjamin and Kingsley Friday Michael, during a sting operation along Idoro Road in Uyo. The suspects were found with a fabricated AK-47 rifle, a jackknife, and other weapons during questioning. They failed to justify their presence at the location and forcefully claimed to be security personnel without valid identification or uniforms. The command confirmed that the suspects are undergoing further interrogation. Residents were urged to remain vigilant and report suspicious activities. Operatives of the Rivers State Police Command have arrested Police Corporal Onukwa Godswill and Uniport 200 level student Ifeanyi Israel for alleged cultism. The suspects were confronted by university's internal security during the final year student signing out ceremony on September 26, 2025, and handed over to the anti-cultism unit. Searches recover firearm, ammunition, machetes, and a small axe. An in-depth investigation is ongoing to uncover the full extent of their involvement and any accomplice. Police Commissioner CP Olugbega Adepoju urged the public to remain vigilant, emphasizing that the command is committed to maintaining peace and ensuring criminals face the law. Nigeria Army troops have launched coordinated operations across the country, killing scores of terrorists, arresting 25 suspects, and rescuing 16 kidnapped victims. Operation targeted ISWAP JAS in Borno and Adamawa, disrupted IPOB ESN in Anambra, and intercepted drug and crude oil traffickers in Delta, Bayelsa, and Rivers. Security forces recovered firearms, ammunition, explosive, motorcycles, petrols, fertilizers, and illicit drugs. Key arrests include a kidnapped kingpin in Kaduna and extremists in Benue and Kwara. The Army reaffirmed its commitment to national security, protecting communities, supporting economic recovery, and advancing the federal government's food security agenda while dismantling criminal network nationwide. Former Adamawa North Senator Ishaku Abo has detained allegations linking him to the rape of a 13-year-old student in June 2025. Speaking from his Abuja residence, Abo described the claim as baseless, unfounded, and a politically motivated smear campaign. He clarified that he was at home during the period reports claim he was in police custody. The ex-lawmaker acknowledged reporting a separate incident involving a woman allegedly demanding 5 million naira from him to the police. Abo dismissed circulating claims that attempts were made to bribe the victim's family or that political figures sought to intervene in the matter. Tanker drivers across Nigeria have dismissed claims by faceless groups calling itself the PTD Elders Forum, asserting it is not recognized under PTD Nopeng bylaw. At a Lagos press briefing, drivers from Kaduna, Lagos, Port Harcourt, and Warri Zone reaffirmed their support for the duly elected national chairman, Comrade Augustine Egbon. They described the PTD Elder as imposter, spreading falsehoods to sow discord within the union. Drivers emphasized that PTD Nopeng leaders transparently support members with healthcare, welfare, and dispute resolution, funded through legitimate check of dues and deports payments, and also called on security agencies to investigate and prosecute the fraudulent actors. The Kaduna Command of the Nigerian Customs Service has handed over seized donkey bones and skin worth about 3.94 billion naira to the National Environmental Standards and Regulations Enforcement Agency. The confiscation included 700 bags of donkey bones valued at 1.86 billion naira and also 2,500 donkey skins worth 2.7 billion naira intercepted in separate operations in September. Zone B controller Aminu Sule described the seizure as crucial for protecting endangered species and Nigerians' ecological balance, warning traffickers that enforcement will continue. NER's REA pledged to investigate safety dispose of the item and trace those responsible for illegal trade. The Bishop of Sokoto Catholic Diocese, Matthew Hassan Kuka, has described Leah Sharibo and every other Nigerian child unaccounted for as a scar on Nigeria. Speaking at the official launch of SCARS, Nigeria's Journey and the Boko Haram conundrum by former Chief of Defense Staff, General Lucky Irabo, retired, Kuka, who also reviewed the book, emphasized that military efforts alone are insufficient to end the Boko Haram insurgency. He noted that while soldiers fight to survive, the insurgents are prepared to die, highlighting the complexity of the conflict and the urgent need for broader strategies to protect vulnerable children and restore national security. An unconfirmed number of people are found dead after a petrol-laden tanker overturned and caught fire around 1 a.m. Friday on Abeokuta-Sangamu Expressway in Ogun State, according to Babatunde Akimbiyi, spokesperson for the Ogun State Traffic Compliance and Enforcement Agency. The 33,000-liter tanker spilled its contents after losing control due to excessive speed, triggering a blast that spread to nearby vehicles and electricity poles. Rescue teams, including TRES, Ogun and Nestle PSC Fire Service, FRSC, and police, are on site with traffic reduced to a signal length. Authorities urge motorists to remain calm and cooperate with diversion. A boat carrying about 80 passengers capsized on River Niger in Ibaji local government area, Kogi State, on September 30th, 2025, leaving 14 dead and 42 missing. The National Emergency Management Agency quickly deployed its Abuja Operations Office to assist local rescue team. So far, 24 passengers have been rescued, with search operations ongoing. Multiple agencies include the Kogi State Emergency Management Agency, NSCDC, National Inland Waterways Authority, Fire Service, Nigerian Red Cross, and local drivers are involved. NEMA officials led by Mr. Zachary Abubakar visited the traditional ruler of Onugwa to offer condolences. Overcrowding and poor safety measures remain major risks in river transport. The National Agency for Food and Drugs Administration and Control has sealed 2 Chinese supermarkets in Jabi District and 8 cosmetic shops at Wuse Market, Abuja, for violating Nigerian product regulations enforcement, which revealed the sale of unregistered food items, products labeled only in Chinese, expired cosmetics, aphrodisiac and unlicensed medicines. Items worth over 170 million naira were confiscated. NAFDAC warned customers to purchase only registered products and urged foreign investors to comply with local regulatory requirements. Professor Mojisola Adeyeye, he emphasized the agency's commitment to protecting Nigerians from harmful chemicals linked to serious health risks, including kidney damage and skin cancer. The Bauchi State House of Assembly has advised the state government against granting a second tenure to Professor Asabe Sadia Mohammed, Provost of Aminu Saleh College of Education, Azare. The lawmaker cited concern over stability, accountability, and the institution's future, following complaints of unaddressed issues and alleged unprofessional conduct. The resolution adopted after a joint committee report also commended recruiting a qualified quantity surveyor, restoring NSC student hostel, and clearing backlog results, strengthening oversight, maintaining college equipment, and enhancing security. Attempts to reach the provost for comments were unsuccessful at the time of reporting. The Oyo State House of Assembly has urged Governor Seyi Makinde to release the 500 million naira pledge in 2024 to Abiola Ajimobi Technical University, Ibadan, and commence monthly subvention from January 2026. Lawmakers cited the university's financial struggle worsened by new minimum wage, forcing reliance on loans, scholarship, and TED fund grants. They commended the governor for inaugurating the university's governing council, but stressed that timely funding will improve infrastructure and retain staff. and also expand admission. Speaker Right Honorable Adebo Ogundoyin approved engagement between the House Committee on Tertiary Education and the university to assess finances and guide legislative support. The most compelling stories are coming up, but after this short commercial break, you won't want to miss a single update. Please don't go away.
Are you stuck in Jalingo late at night? Need a safe and reliable ride fast? Introducing Supercab, Jalingo's trusted ride-hailing service from anywhere in the city. We will pick you up right at your doorstep. Book a ride in seconds. Safe, fast and affordable. Visit www.supercab.com.ng or download the Supercab app today. Supercab, your ride your way.
When a tanker bearing fuel falls or an underground pipe bearing fuel bursts, what do? Scooping fuel in your bucket or running far away from impending fire? You have a few seconds to take the wisest decision. Walk away? No, that is not enough. Shift? No, that is not enough. Stay there and gist and take shots with your phone? That is madness. Run. Yes, run away. Yes, your life depends on your action. The flames come suddenly, unexpected but uncontrollable. Why? Fuel is highly inflammable. Why? It just requires a spark to set off a ravaging inferno. So, don't stay there to think. Storm away to live. Do not throw away your life in anguish for meaningless fuel siphoning. Be advised.
Welcome back. We're glad you're still here with us. On international news, at least 49 Palestinians have been killed in Israeli strike across the Gaza Strip since dawn, including 31 in Gaza City. Israel is using remote controls explosive to demolish neighborhoods after issuing evacuation warnings. The United Nations Interim Force in Lebanon reported grenades dropped near peacekeepers in southern Lebanon, while Israeli settlers stormed the Bedouin village of Kibbutz Samra, forcing families to flee. Global protests continue over Israel's interception of the Gaza-bound Global Sumut flotilla, with 436 activists detained. 2 more deaths from malnutrition raised Gaza's hunger-related toll to 457, including 152 children. United States President Donald Trump issued a Sunday deadline for Hamas to respond to his Gaza plan amid escalating civilian suffering. And on business news, between January and August 2025, Nigeria directed $2.86 billion, 69.1% of its total foreign payments of $4.14 billion towards serving external debt, according to the Central Bank of Nigeria, marking a 6.49% reduction from the same period in 2024. Despite this high debt, the obligations and Naira gained strength, closing at the 1455.23 per dollar on the official foreign exchange market, up to 1.36% at the end of September, with the parallel market at 1,480 per liter. Analysts attribute the currency improvements to the CBN's electronic foreign exchange matching system and rising capital and remittance inflow, signaling stabilization amidst persistent and external debt pressure. On entertainment news, Nigerian music icon 2Baba, also known as Innocent Idibia, has dismissed social media rumors claiming his arrest in London over an alleged assault on his wife, Natasha Idibia. The singer explained that his absence from the UK tour stopped on October 2nd, 2025, was due to a sudden medical emergency. In a video and Instagram post, he thanked fans for their support and assured them of upcoming performances, criticizing those spreading false reports. 2Baba urged the public to verify information before sharing. He emphasized, if una no sabi something, make una no talk abeg. This allegedly I don't tire. Veteran Nollywood actor Duro Michael has died at 67, sparking mourning across the Nigerian film industry. His passing, following a battle with a terminal illness, was confirmed by producer Stanley on top, who lamented the lack of mutual support among Nollywood practitioners. Michael, bedridden for a period, had received $5 million in 2022 from Prophet Jeremiah Fufeyin for medical treatment, and in 2024 sought further assistance and acting opportunities. He featured in notable films such as Midnight Love and The Guilty. Michael's death highlights the ongoing challenges faced by veteran actor in the industry. Sport news. Team Nigeria has arrived in Accra, Ghana to compete in the 2025 African Aquatic Zone 2 Championship from October 3rd to 5th. The delegation, led by Nigerian Aquatic Federation Secretary Taiwo Oris and technical coach Obiodun Ojoma, includes male and female athletes such as Dorcas Abeng, Agnes John, Aidan Damjume Abili, and Timilai Aleja. They held at initial training sections to acclimatize to the competitive environment. Officials reported that the athletes were motivated and in high spirits, aiming to showcase their skills and secure medals. The championship served as both a platform for competition and development for emerging West and Central African swimmers. As we wrap up tonight's broadcast, here is a recap of the stories we brought to you. The Economic Community of West Africa State Bank for Investment and Development approved $308.63 million to fund clean energy and industrial projects across West Africa, with Taraba State included in the plan. His Royal Highness Pan Sangui of Lao Local Government called on the federal government to be decisive as Nigeria marked its 65th independence anniversary. In religion news, Sarah Mulali was appointed the first female Archbishop of Canterbury and head of the Church of England. Internationally, at least 49 Palestinians were killed in Israeli strike in Gaza, prompting global protests. And in business, Nigeria spent $2.86 billion on external debt servicing amid strengthening of the Naira. In entertainment, Nigerian music icon 2Baba dismissed false arrest rumors about his marriage, while Nollywood mourns the passing of veteran actor Duro Michael at 67. And finally, in sport, Team Nigeria competed in the 2025 African Aquatic Zone 2 Championship in Accra, Ghana. That's where we leave it tonight. I am Bridget James. Thank you for joining us tonight, and goodbye.
Are you stuck in Jalingo late at night? Need a safe and reliable ride fast? Introducing Supercab, Jalingo's trusted ride-hailing service from anywhere in the city. We will pick you up right at your doorstep. Book a ride in seconds. Safe, fast and affordable. Visit www.supercab.com.ng or download the Supercab app today. Supercab, your ride, your way. Are you stuck